This is Life Studies. Welcome back, family. This is another episode of Life Studies. I am your orator, Joy Jones. Glad to see you again. Glad to see you again. I hope last week you were blessed. This week, I got something good for you. This time, instead of going off a life study off of someone from the Bible, last week we talked about Moses and his experience talking to God, his fear of leading the people out of Egypt to the promised land. This week I will be talking about a life experience of my own that I personally went through. And I ain't gonna lie, it's kind of nasty. It's kind of nasty. You probably be like, man, what? That's very nasty of you. But hey, it's my life. So today's topic for today is all in the routine. It's all in the routine. So God, I pray that you bless this life study. I pray that you work through me, you talk through me, you talk to me, give me the words to say. If I need to add anything, if I need to take anything out, dear God, just let it flow naturally. Let it flow naturally. I pray that whoever may be listening right now, whatever they may be going through, I pray that you heal them. I pray that this word, this study, will give them a message that they can use in their life through their struggles to help them get through, to help them be better. And I pray that I take something from it as well. Even though this is about me, I pray that you do your thing, God. You do your thing. In Jesus' name I pray. So we're going to get right into it. It's all in the routine. So there was, on this period of time, all right? Do not judge me. Don't judge me and I won't judge you, okay? There was a period of time where I was sleeping in my car, right? I was homeless. And in that period of time, I will be honest with you, there were some times, here it go. There were some times I did not brush my teeth or wash my butt. There you go. I said it. There were some times. It was more than once, more than twice, more than 5, where I did not brush my teeth or wash my butt. All right? I just didn't have the $13 to pay for a shower. Right? If you're a truck driver, if you ever took a shower at a gas station, you know that to take a shower, it costs $13 to use the shower, the shower facilities, etc., right? And there was times I didn't have the $13 because I had to pay for gas, because I was door dashing. I had to pay for the phone bill, had to pay for food to eat. Shucks, there was some times when I took the $13 and paid for a shower instead of food. All right, so I wasn't all the way nasty, right? I had to pay for oil changes to make sure my car was up to date. You know, it was times I got a flat tire. You know, there's other stuff I had to pay for, and I just didn't have the $13 to spare for a shower. Now, could I have brushed my teeth in the car with a bottle of water? In hindsight, yeah, I could have, but my mind wasn't there. So when I didn't brush my teeth, when I didn't take a shower, I was like, you know what? I'm just going to refresh this deodorant. I'm going to pop in a stick of gum, and I'm about to get dashing. All right, and look at me crazy all you want, judge me all you want. There's some people out here with a shower, with a house, that still don't brush their teeth. So you take that with you, right? So I was eating and I was living sloppy. I was eating and living sloppy. And a valuable lesson I learned from homelessness is that just because you're in an untimely environment doesn't mean you have to live in an unpropitious life. Just because you're in an untimely environment does not mean you have to live an unpropitious life. But because I was letting my environment affect my lifestyle, once I got on my feet, I had to pay the price for it. Right? The decisions that seem insignificant in your present may turn out to be very costly in your future. I didn't think nothing to it. Oh, okay, yeah, I'm out here, I'm living in my car for a little over a year, whatever. Me brushing my teeth. Not brushing my teeth a couple times, it's not gonna do nothing. It's not gonna hurt me. It's insignificant. It's not gonna cause too much damage. But those insignificant decisions that I made turned out to be detrimental. I tell you why. So I finally made it out. I got a job, place to lay my head at night. I'm cool, man. I'm moving on up, man. Moving on up. So I'm good. I'm on the way to work. I'll never forget it. Stop by Bojangles. Hey, let me get your tender meal, 3-piece, honey mustard, of course, side of fries, blueberry biscuit, and let me get your sweet tea, please. Sit in the car. About eating this down before I go. Did my tooth just chip? Did my tooth just chip over this regular piece of chip? Tooth chip, right? So I went to the dentist. Dentist said, well, that tooth, that chip, you gotta extract that. Yeah, rotten to the core. We can't do nothing with that. That's tooth gone. Tooth right there, gone. All right. Now, not only do we have to extract that tooth, but the other tooth, you got to get a root canal on that. And you haven't been here in a while. Where you been, man? Put you down for a dental cleaning. Oh, and also with that, these X-rays we took, we also seen you got about 6 or 8 cavities that we got to get in there. Some you got 2 cavities on some teeth, man. And all this probably gonna cost you about 4 or 5 bands, $4,000 or $5,000. We gonna have to take out of that. Hold up. Lost tooth, root canal, cavities. I mean, I expected, maybe 1 or 2 cavities, But the root canal, cavities, had to pay about 5 bands. Oh, Lord. All because I didn't brush my teeth a few times? What? I had to raise this child by myself with no help, all because I ignored red flags. Now I have to do a 20-year sentence in jail, all because I couldn't hold my temper. Now I don't know who I am because I'm constantly changing myself for everybody that comes into my life, and I don't really know who I really am because I'm changing myself for temporary people. now my teeth ain't so funny now, is it? Now it's hitting a little bit close to home. Those insignificant decisions can lead to a detrimental future. All right. Oh, he's cute, he's fine, and all that. And one time going raw ain't gonna hurt nobody. 9 months later, he gone and you got a baby. Oh my gosh. Off for 5 minutes. Oh my gosh. So Every time I went to the dentist, pre and post homelessness, they've always complimented my teeth, right? Always. But upon X-ray, from time when the root, became visible. Oh, we're gonna need some backup. I mean, your teeth look pretty, you know what I'm saying, all that. But this X-ray, you got a little something going on underneath that the bare eye can't see, right? People compliment you on how you carry yourself so well, but if we put an X-ray to your soul, hold up, we gonna need some backup on this one. We gonna need some backup. So since that appointment a while back, since they told me about the different issues with my mouth, my teeth and my health in general have been a major priority in my life. And recently at the dentist, as they were checking my teeth, if they did a root canal, they had to do a crown lifting, so they could put a crown on my tooth, right? And as the dentist was looking at my teeth, he said, "Oh my gosh, your gums, they are so healthy. I mean, here, get a mirror, look at them." Gave me a mirror, I looked at them, right? I've always been complimented on my teeth. Always been complimented on my teeth, but never my gums. Never my gums. So when he said that, I instantly felt good. Because at that point I knew, okay, I'm actually cleaning the root. I'm not just focusing on my teeth. I'm getting to the root. I'm cleaning the root, my gums, right? So you're fighting depression and you're taking pills, but the pills only acknowledge the symptoms. It doesn't cure the root. That's why a lot of pills are lifelong. You want to cure depression, you have to start from the root. You have to start from the root. You have to get up, force yourself, go out there, man, clean your room. The devil thrives in clutter. Force yourself to get up, to clean your room. Look yourself in the mirror every day and tell yourself constantly. Look yourself in the eye and tell yourself constantly, I am more than my circumstance. I am more than a conqueror. I will get through this. Get yourself a counselor and interceder to help till the soil so that the root can flourish. Everybody's talking about this Ozempic. Put down the doggone Ozempic. Put down. It's not natural. It ain't natural. Get to the root of why you eat the way you do. That's not natural. Why you feel like you gotta have 6 square meals a day? Why is you eating like that? Get to the root on why you believe that losing weight should be a microwave process instead of putting the work in so you can appreciate it. Here's a fact for you. Sorry, I got a little cold. Here's a fact for you. 40% of patients gained weight after lipo, and 65% had a return of fat to the treated area. They got the surgery, but went right back to square one because they didn't cure the root. You think your problem is the weight. You think your problem is just the weight. No, there's a reason why you got so big. Why are you gluttonous? In the society we're in today, in the household we grew up in, the role models we had or have never really preached, never told us to clean our gums. We were just told to brush your teeth. Not brush your teeth, clean out your tongue, and make sure you get them gums. Make sure you scrub them gums good. So what happens is, if we never brush our gums, the place where our teeth are rooted in, we begin to experience bacteria and plaque buildup in our mouths, which lead to bad breath, gum disease, and tooth decay. Did I say tooth decay? Tooth decay, right? So no matter how much or how well you brush your teeth, if you don't brush your gums, your breath will start to stink, and your teeth will begin to rot. If you don't clean your roots, your teeth, your issues, the reason why you do the nonsensical things that you do, no matter how clean you try to keep your outside with designer or jewelry, etc., it's going to look poopy. It's going to look real poopy because it ain't what's on you, it's what's in you. It's the root. You walk around thinking you fresh and people saying, "Yeah, oh man, I got this on, I know I look good." And people are walking past you and they say, "My God, man, attitude stink." Why he or she always frowning? Every time I see they got a frown on their face. Why they look like they always? Why this? Why they got an attitude? Why they always mad? Why he so aggressive all the time? Why she always cursing somebody out? Take off your clothes, your watches, your jewelry, your cologne, and what do you have to show? What does the root show? To put an X-ray up to your soul, what does it reveal? If those issues continue to go untreated, it can lead to, get this, heart disease, stroke, and diabetes. Hold up. Heart disease, stroke, diabetes, all because of unbrushed gums. What? He jumped off a bridge all because he had no one to hug him? Wait, what? He murdered a man all because he had no one to talk to about his feelings? What? She drove off a bridge and left her kids in the car all because she couldn't get a weekend off to collect herself? What? And there's people that are saying, "Well, I would have watched the kids. I would have gave him a hug. I would have listened to his problems. If I knew that this was about to happen, I would have done something to help prevent it. If that's all I knew he needed was a hug. If I knew that all she needed was someone to talk to help with the kids." But you seen the play. You seen the play. You smelled the bad breath. And you chose to say nothing. Matter of fact, you did choose to say something. You chose to gossip and laugh about the situation. And you seen it, but you become so surprised when this person goes off the rails. You become so surprised when this person develops bad breath. But you seen the play. You knew it was coming. You sensed it. And instead of helping, you chose to laugh. You chose to gossip. And we have to realize that some people are not going to ask for help because of pride or because they don't know how to. Or they don't even know who to turn to, who to trust. So as God's people, sometimes you just got to walk up to them and say, "Hey, you know what? Hey, man, hey, here's the tic-tac. Here's the tic-tac. Hey, man, hey, I went to the store. Hey, here's some floss. I brought you some portable, some carry-on little mini toothbrushes. I seen what you got going on. We ain't got to discuss it in front of everybody. Here you go." Right? Hey, man, hey, here's a hug. You look like that, something. I sense something in you. When I'm around you, I feel uneased, man, and here's a hug. Hey, here's my number. You can call me. Let's talk. Hey, I see what you're going through with your kids, man. Hey, man, hey, I got some kids, you know what I'm saying? We can get them together. We can do some things, or your kids can have a sleepover at my house. So, or bacteria can travel through the gum tissues into the bloodstream, all over the body, and into the heart valves in the heart. This bacteria can trigger inflammation throughout the body, which can cause narrowing of important arteries, which lead to heart attack and stroke. That 1 micron, it only takes 1 micron of bacteria. That's it. It only takes 1 micron of bacteria. That 1 micron of bacteria, that one childhood incident, that one time your teacher called you dumb, that one time you were triggered, that one time you were ignored, and it triggers something in you that changed your whole biology. It changed your whole biology. You don't think the same anymore. Your feelings about certain things are altered. You don't love right. You're cold-hearted because of that one incident, that one micron. And it doesn't take too much a lot of times. A lot of times it don't take too much. You just take that one time. You see, sometimes on social media, you hear girls say, "Oh my gosh, man, he got his heart hurt one time. He got heartbroken one time, and he just turned into a whole player. He turned into a whole. All he do is want to play a woman and all that." That's just an example. Sometimes it only takes one time. It only takes one time to change your whole biology, your whole thought system. The way you act, the things you do, the things you say, how you react to things. It takes one time. It takes one incident, one situation. And you make decisions based off your pain. That's why it's so important not to downplay anybody's problems, anybody's pain. You don't downplay someone's experience, especially in the developed. What's going on here? I blame it on the mic. Especially in the developmental years, everything isn't as easy as 1, 2, 3. As you can clearly see, everything isn't as easy as 1, 2, 3. People are so focused on the leaves, they're so focused on the flowers, the stem, and why it looks a certain way, but they barely want to address the root. They wonder why you move the way you move. They wonder why you look the way you look. They wonder why you carry yourself the way that you do. And they look on the outside and they judge the outside. And they judge what they can see, what their five senses. Yeah, I'm blaming it on the cold. They judge what they can see, hear, touch, feel, smell with their five senses. But they don't want to get deeper. They don't want to use that third eye. They don't want to see the root. They don't care to see the root. All they care is to see the outside. So your gums support your teeth and provide a nourishing foundation for healthy tooth roots. Your roots, or your soul, support your tooth or your body. Your gums, or your spirit, or your faith determines your fruit. If your faith is being properly managed, you'll always bear fruit. The scripture says, "Blessed is the man who trusts me, God, and the woman who sticks by me. They're like trees we planted in Eden, putting down roots near rivers, never worrying about scorching summers, never dropping a leaf. Calmness and serenity they possess through droughts, bearing fresh fruit every season." Not just fruit. They're not just bearing fruit, but they're bearing fresh fruit. Every word in the Bible is for a reason. Every word in the Bible is for a reason. They could have said bearing fruit every season. But no, they had to put that fresh in front of it. Bearing fresh fruit every season. What is fresh? Fresh is not previously known or used. It is new or different. Excuse me, y'all. I had to wipe my nose. I'll say it again. What is fresh? Fresh is not previously known or used, new or different. Eyes haven't seen, ears haven't heard. Fresh. Eyes haven't seen, ears haven't heard. This is brand new fruit. This isn't canned, frozen, or preserved. This is fresh. Fresh. This is not my ancestors' fruit. And this will not be my children's fruit. This is fresh fruit. Every season. Every season. If the caveat, if I trust and stick by God. Every season in my life, I'm bringing forth new fruit from my roots. This season I got apples. Next season I may have some pears for you. Come back next season, I may have some grapes, Whatever it is, it's going to be new. It's going to be fresh. And every season, it's going to be fresh. It's going to be new. Right? One season I'm starting my business, and the next season I'm touring the world. Oh my gosh, how did you get to that just off of one season? I can't tell you because eyes haven't seen, ears haven't heard. It's fresh fruit. I can't tell you how, why, and why. All I know is that I trusted God. And because I trusted God, my trees were replanted in the Garden of Eden. I can't tell you how or why. It's new, it's fresh. So I'm getting used to it too. I'm still trying to cope with it as well. You didn't think it was possible because it was never before seen or done by anyone else. But yet here I am. Keep on producing this fresh fruit. Oh, taste and see. Oh, taste and see. How fresh. All right, let's move on. So, we have to keep our gums clean. And we have to keep our roots clean. You can't have us eating rotten fruit. I'm sorry. You can't have us eating rotten fruit, man. You got to keep the root clean. I don't want to experience you and now I got food poisoning. That's bad work, son. That's bad work. Don't take care of your gums, and your teeth will fall out and be blown like a tumbleweed on the prairie. Once you lose your teeth, they're not coming back. Yeah, you can get implants all you want. You can depend on your money to fix your problems all you want. But get implants and still ignore the root. See what happens. You want to get an implant, but you don't brush your teeth still. See what happens. Keep on buying love and buying friends and trying to buy joy and ignore the issue of why you can't seem to find anything genuine. And see what happens. You'll end up with peri-implantitis. Peri-implantitis. It resembles gum disease, but specifically affects the tissue around the implant. This once again causes inflammation and infection of gums and can lead to bone loss and implant failure. You think you accomplished something by trying to buy everybody off, using your money to try to fix spiritual and mental problems, and now you're back at square one because you didn't fix the root. You didn't change your routine. And I know how you're thinking. Oh, it said it can lead to bone loss and implant failure. It said it can, and it say it will. And that's our problem. We see people make the same mistakes, go through the same things, trip over the same stones, and we say, well, it ain't gonna happen to me. I'm different. It ain't gonna happen. They tripped over the stone because they didn't know what they was doing. I know the game. I know what's happening. I know what to do with my money. I'm cool. It said it can happen, and it say that it will happen. I tell you what though. I tell you what God said what will happen to whomever thinks that they can make it on money alone, on education alone, looks alone, charm alone, body yada 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 alone. He will be like a tumbleweed on the prairie, out of touch with the good earth, rootless and aimless, where nothing grows. So, how do we wash our gums? How do we clean our roots? I can't tell you to do something without telling you how to do something. But first, I must give you a warning. Warning. If you were like me and you haven't brushed your gums since ever, there will be blood. Lots and lots and lots of blood, depending on how long it's been. And it's so important to brush your gums because it brings blood to the area. People will hear that and say, ew, or say, oh my gosh, blood. Ugh. But here's the thing, blood carries all the nutrients for healing and and repairing your teeth. It's in the blood. Some of you will get that later. You brush your gums to increase the blood flow, which makes it less likely to lose teeth because of strong gums. Yeah, it hurts when I finally begin to brush the gums and I see blood, but I'm glad to know that the blood still works. You get it later. It's going to hurt cleaning the root. It's going to hurt to talk about your childhood traumas. It's going to hurt when you finally realize that you've been wrong this whole time. Carrying that cross hurts, but the blood produced from the cleaning process isn't a sign that you're doing something wrong or that you should stop. The blood signifies that you are being healed. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. The blood still works. Those tears don't signify weakness, brother. It shows healing. Some people stop at the first sign of blood, but understand, I need you to keep on brushing. Don't stop when you see keep on brushing. I know it hurts. I know it hurts. I know it does. Keep on brushing. I know you're bleeding your toothbrush. You got to replace it now because it got blood all over. You got to rinse the mouth out. Do a little salt water. But it's healing you. It's healing you. It's not hurting you. It's healing you. So that's a little caveat, a little something put in there, just so you know, because if you take what I'm saying, if you apply it, there's gonna be some blood. It's gonna be some blood. So before you get to the bloody point, I don't want you to be caught off guard. I want you to expect the blood, and I want you to know when you see the blood that this is healing me, right? So at this point, you're probably thinking, what in the world the tooth roots have to do with me? How could this help me in my life journey? How is this a life study? And when I previously mentioned roots, gums, and teeth, when I talk about these things, I'm really talking about your body, soul, and your spirit. And the tooth meaning body, the root meaning soul, and the gums, the soil your teeth and roots are planted in, meaning spirit. We are all aware that your body is just a vessel, right? It's just a housing place for your soul and your spirit to dwell. But what is soul? What is a soul? And what is a spirit? We use our soul to substantiate things in the psychological realm. In Greek, the word translated as soul is shuka, which is the root of the word psychology, which is the study of the soul. Our soul is composed of three parts: mind, emotion, and will. Mind, emotion, and will. The soul remembers, it considers, and knows, which are all functions of the mind. Right? So that's the mind part. Our soul also loves, hates, feels joy, grieves, and desires, which is the emotions part. Right? Our soul also chooses, decides, and refuses, and this is our will. Our soul is believed to be the spiritual part of the body. Our soul is our personality. The body is world consciousness, the soul is self-consciousness, and the spirit is God consciousness. Your soul is what makes you, you. The body / tooth environment is the outermost. The soul / root is the inner. And the spirit or gums / soil is the innermost. So the environment and the soil dictates how healthy the root is. Your body and spirit dictates how healthy your soul is. You got God talking to you, and you hear him, and you got the world and all of its sins, and you're feeding off of that, in which in turn it gives you a lukewarm soul. It gives you a lukewarm soul. Revelation 3:16 says, because you are lukewarm, I will spit you out of my mouth. It's better to be cold than lukewarm. It's better to just don't listen to the Spirit at all and just go with the world than it is to be lukewarm, to take some from here and take some from there. I will spit you, he said, I will spit you out of my mouth. This is why we have to purposely feed our bodies things that are good. This is why we have to purposely feed our body things that are good. Do you feed your body gossip, drama, unhealthy diets, negativity? Are you purposely placing yourself in situations that are unbecoming? Our body has to mimic our spirit in order for our emotions, our mind, our soul to be like God's. If our mind, our soul is like God, we will then exhibit that on the outside with our body. Lord, when people see me, I pray that they don't see me, but that they see you in me. You ever heard that before? God doesn't want to remain just in our spirit. He does not want to remain just in our spirit. He wants to spread to our soul and eventually transform us into his image. And this is a lifelong process. This is a lifelong process. This is not going to happen in a day, in a week, in a decade. It takes a lifetime. And that's why I made my thoughts, as I was studying, as I was writing this, my thoughts, people ask, why do the good die young? Why do the good die young? Well, maybe because they completed that process. So, now our spirit. So we talked about soul. Now we're on spirit. What is the spirit? This is our innermost being. Last week I mentioned that the original word for spirit is spirare. Spirare, meaning to breathe, to blow. The spirit enables us to receive and contact God himself. Our bodies and souls, we use this every day. It comes naturally. Of course, we have to use our body, and of course we have to use our soul, because that is our self-conscious, right? But our spirit, we often neglect, which is why we need to exercise our spirit every day. Pray, meditate, learn, study, listen to God and his word so we can know his voice, so we can know whether we need to sit still or should we move. Should we get into this relationship or should we stay single? Should we take the job or should we stay where we at? A lot of our problems come because we didn't know what voice to listen to. A lot of our problems come because we don't know what voice to listen to. But if you learn God, if you study him like you study your hobbies, or how you study your phone when your man is typing in his password, when we know God for ourselves, we can think, feel, choose as he thinks, feels, and chooses. We literally become walking image bearers of God on earth. Intuition isn't just a woman thing. It's in all of us, but it has to be activated through a committed relationship with God by works of the body and the soul. So, how do we produce healthy gums or spirit in order to grow healthy roots or soul and develop a truly healthy mouth, teeth, or / body? Well, what are gums? They are the soft tissue lining that surround the teeth and provide the seal around them. Trying to keep this below an hour. They are tightly bound to the underlying bone, which helps resist the friction of food passing over them. They effectively absorb shock. The gums, like previously mentioned, are likened to the spirit, right? So when life punches us dead in the mouth, hand to teeth, hand to body, our gums or our spirit absorbs the impact because it is our spirit that holds God's word. So like previously stated, that is why we should always exercise our spirit so it can remain strong and punch resilient. Punch resilient, not punch deterrent. Resilient meaning to withstand/recover from difficult situations. Resilient meaning to withstand/recover from difficult situations. Deterrent meaning it discourages someone from doing something. God never said that he was going to deter every punch. Sometimes he lets us get hit. He allows the hit to take place. And the times that you do get hit in your mouth, in your teeth, in your body, on your body, your spirit has to be resilient. It has to be resilient. It has to be able to recover and withstand such hits. So, in order to produce healthy gums, first things first, you have to brush at least 3 times a day. At least 3 times a day. This keeps the leftover food from seeping inside of your gums, which causes cavities. You have to study, pray, and meditate in order to keep the leftover drama, gossip, lies, fear, anxiety from the world to seep into your spirit. Your spirit is like the soil in the ground, kind of, right? So if I can go into that like for a little bit real quick, healthy soil is full of pores / small voids or holes between soil particles. The purpose of these pores is so the soil can retain water, oxygen, and nutrients. It allows the roots easy access to those necessary nutrients so they can adequately absorb them. 50% of healthy soil's makeup is solid soil particles, while the remaining 50% is just the air pockets. So our conscience, our intuition, are the solid soil particles. All right, this is God. Our conscience discerns right from wrong, and our intuition is a direct sense or feeling in our spirit regardless of reason or circumstance, right? So our soul, it needs reason or circumstance in order to make a decision. Our intuition, this is a direct sense or feeling in our spirit regardless of reason or circumstance. It doesn't need reason or circumstance in order to make a decision, right? Or to have a sense for something. Our fellowship is the pores in the soil. Our fellowship is the air pockets, the emptiness in the soil. This is where we come in at, right? Fellowship is for us to contact God and commune with Him. We have to fill those pores with water, with nutrients, with prayer, His word, with meditation, in order for our roots to digest those things that are good. So imagine you filling those pores with things that are bad. What will your roots, what will your soul digest? So brushing 3 times a day. 1, right after you wake up in order to prepare / feed your spirit for the day that you are about to face. Now each day has its own set of problems, right? Each day has its own sets of issues. One day may be easier than another, but each day has its own set. And by brushing before the problem arises, you're preparing your soul, making sure your gums are healthy. So your root will have something to pull from when these said problems arise. Brush midday. This is for after you ate lunch, i.e. after you came in contact with the world. You're going to need a refresher. Maybe you dabbled in some office gossip, right? Maybe you had a little flirt thing going on with your work husband while your real husband is out there trying to provide. Maybe you curse somebody out on the way to work, and you just need an extra 5 to 10 minutes midday to brush, to get it off the oh my gosh, man. Between the time I woke up and now in noonday or whatever, I've been, oh my God, I ate something so crazy. I did something so crazy. I got to brush. I can't go around people like this. I can't talk to people like this. What did I just do? And lastly, you need to brush before bed. You don't go to sleep with the day's journey, the day's task, the day's problems, the day's leftover food on your breath. You don't do that. That's a no-no. There's a difference between going to sleep and waking up with breath that's bland versus waking up with breath that has yesterday's onions and garlic saturated on the inside. It's a major difference. Major difference. Next step in maintaining healthy gums for healthy roots, or next step in maintaining a healthy spirit for a healthy soul, is that you must floss. Flossing removes food particles and plaque buildup between your teeth and your gum line where toothbrushes can't reach. Sometimes prayer, studying, and meditation, I hate to say it isn't enough. Sometimes our problems are a little bit deeper than just surface level. It's a reason God created therapists and psychologists. He didn't just make them just to be here. It's the reason he created them. It hurts to get in between that gum line sometimes, especially if it's been sitting there for a while. It's hard to open up and talk and figure out what makes your surface level look and operate the way that it does. You're continuously brushing, but you still have bad breath. You're continuously praying, but yet something inside you still feels off. It's just not enough. Because you have to bring those embedded problems to the surface in order to brush it away. You have to bring those embedded problems to the surface in order to brush it away. You keep on ignoring and neglecting the issues of the past that are just killing your roots. They just sitting there. And they're trying to seep into your soil. And if you wait long enough, flaws ain't gonna do nothing either. Flossing ain't gonna do it either. Once you begin to get into those cracks of your life, once you begin to floss and really get in between those nooks and crannies, you begin to see, oh my God, I didn't even know that was sitting there. Look, oh my God, is that chicken? I had chicken last week. What is that still doing there? My gosh, what the? I'm still carrying this weight. I'm still mad that so-and-so did this. This was last year. What the? How am I still carrying this? Why am I still carrying this? That affected so many relationships in my life because I'm still carrying. Floss every day. Floss every day. You don't have to talk to a therapist every day in order to floss every day. Unwind and ask yourself at night, why do I blow up like that every time I have a little inconvenience? Why do I do that? Why do I always choose bad partners? What is going on with me? Why do I always become so sensitive when someone corrects me? Why am I so vain? Why am I so vain? What made me act and think this way? When was the last time that I actually thought the correct way? If you want to keep your teeth and your gums, your body and your spirit healthy, you have to floss your soul, floss your mind, your emotions, and ask yourself, why? Why? And finally, last but not least, you need your regular checkups. There is no law stating that you can only give your life to Christ or you can only be baptized once. There's nothing that says that. Maybe you've had a hectic season. You've been eating fats. You've been eating sugars, carbs, all up in your teeth. And maybe you need a professional cleaning. Maybe you need an x-ray, a professional observation. Something that the bare eye can't see. Maybe you need to sit yourself down and talk to God. Listen to him. He'll tell you what type of work that you need. Or maybe he'll say, you know what? That hygiene routine you got going on, you're doing a great job. It's all in the routine. We have to clean the root. Without cleaning the root, we can't distinguish what's really going on or what's really going wrong in our lives, because our mind is so cluttered. It has so many cavities, so much plaque, and our taste buds are off because of it. It's messing up our taste buds because we're so used to eating with cavities in our mouth. We're so used to eating with this bad taste in our mouth, and we think that it's normal. We're so used to picking the wrong partners. We're so used to making bad decisions. So used to living in fear. So used to living with anxiety. And we think that taste is normal. We believe that's how we're supposed to live. But we got to change the routine. We got to change our routine. The pathway to a better life, the pathway to getting closer to God, the pathway to reaching your goals, the pathway to becoming a better person, the person that you long and dream to be, the person that you see in your head and you strive to get there every day. That person that lives happy, that person that lives with joy, that person that has a peace that surpasses all understanding. The way to get there is in the routine. It's all in the roots. It's all in the roots. It's all in the gums. It's all in the gums. We clean that. We focus on the gums. We focus on the roots. And make sure the inside, make sure the x-ray comes up clean. The x-ray comes up clear. Our teeth, our body, our outside life will reflect that. And it won't be an implant. It won't be something fake. It won't be something that it won't be something that's clean on the outside but dirty on the inside. This is pure. This is pure. You see people sometimes and they look like they have it all going on. They're happy on the outside. They're smiling on the outside. They got the cars and the clothes. And the little song. And they got all that. But inside, they're dying. Inside, they have no life. Inside, they're decaying. And piece by piece, they're slowly falling apart. Where it becomes so bad that they won't be able to hide it anymore. It'll start to seep out on the outside. You begin to see it and you be like, oh my gosh, you were just happy. I just seen you the other day, you were good. Last time I seen you, you was cool. Now look at you, you look like, man, boy, you look like a truck man hit you, but what's going on? Because you seen the outside, you seen the teeth, and the teeth was okay, the teeth was cool. But you didn't check the inside. You didn't x-ray the inside. You didn't look at those roots. Those roots were, oh my gosh, those roots were sorry, to say the least. They were sorry. Hanging on by a thread. They were decaying on the inside. A lot of people are decaying on the inside. And they use social media or whatever as a front to prove, to try to make people believe, and I believe even more so, try to make themselves believe that they okay, that they all right. But you gotta clean that root. You gotta clean that root. Produce healthy, strong teeth. Produce a healthy, strong life. And you can't do that just by brushing the outside. You can't do that just by brushing your teeth. You can't do it just by buying new clothes. You can't do that just by buying another car. You can't do that just by making more money. No, you have to get to the deeper issues on why you do the things that you do. Why do you say the things that you say? Why does everything that comes out your mouth, why is it negative? Why can't you speak good on yourself? You gotta get in there, you got flaws. You have to bring those problems to the surface. Because if you don't even know the problems that are there, you don't, how can I put this? If you don't know the problems that lay in the cracks of your life, the problems that's really, it's affecting your decision making. If you don't know what those problems are, you won't know what to fix in your life. You want to keep on trying to fix the outside. Well, maybe if I get a better job, which makes more money, maybe then I'll be happy. Or maybe if I go shopping, or maybe if I eat this extra plate of food because I feel kind of hungry, maybe that will fix my mood up. Or maybe I just need another boyfriend. Maybe I need another girlfriend. Maybe that would help me. Maybe that's what's going on with me. Yeah, I need to be in a relationship. What's wrong is because I'm lonely. And you fixing the outside because you think the outside is your problem. When really you have problems in the nooks and crannies of your life that you aren't even aware that they are there. And slowly but surely, they're seeping into your gum line. They're seeping into your spirit. Remember I said that your spirit's kind of like soil. It has those pores. It has those holes in it. 50% of healthy soil, it has those pores, those holes. And if you're feeling, and if in those pores, those cavities, if they start to seep into them, what will your roots begin to digest? And after so much digestion of cavities and problems and fear and anxieties and depression, after so much, it will begin to show in your teeth. You won't be able to hide it. It will begin to show in your body, in your life, in your environment. How you talk, the way you act, how you move. You can't fight this no more. You have to change the routine. It's all in the routine. It's all in the roots. The reason, I'm going to say it again, the reason why you do the things you do, and why you keep on repeating some of the same doggone problems. Why do I have to keep on going through this same situation time and time and time again? I done been through this already. Why am I going through it again? I thought I solved this. I thought I fixed this. I thought I got rid of this. What? Is this deja vu? What's going on? You didn't solve nothing because you didn't fix the root. You didn't change the routine. I can go on and on. I can go on and on. But I pray, I hope, pray that you were blessed. I pray that you could take something out of this and apply it to your everyday life. You tell a friend about it. Tell a friend to tell a friend. To tell a friend, to tell a cousin, to tell a brother, to tell their mama, so that they can tell their sister or their brother, and so they can spread it on to their nephews and cousins. And everybody can get a little bit. Everybody can get some. Out of everything I said, and I said a lot, I know I did. I went over time so crazy. But out of everything I said, I pray that you was able to take something out of it. Just one thing. Just one thing. And apply it to your life. Apply it to your situation. It's all in the root. It's all in the routine. You change the root, brush them gums. Shiny teeth. Not no implant, not anything fake. X-rays go crazy. Right? And so, if y'all know me, y'all know I like to write. Right? I be writing poems and all that. And after every life study, I just would like to read a poem to you, whether it's old or new, etc. So today, I have a poem. I entitled it Mind Games. And like I stated before, in the life study, the mind, that's the soul. That's who you are. So, mind games. It's all in the mind. How we think is how we'll be defined. I realized that's why the devil is so inclined to disalign what God has already refined.
When I can kill generations, working inside out. Outside, feast on the good word, long as your thoughts feed on this doubt. I'm playing on the long term, cause the mind is a precious thing. Why stop at you when I know you can pass your mindset to your seedlings? Trespassing on property that was made to produce kings. Having free range cause the powers of the mind, you was never taught the true meaning. God said you are precious and honored in his sight. Chosen to lead the nations, truly treasured art thou. I was his favorite one, and yet he chose me to smite. Now I plan to kill all his children through epistemicide. Like a cast out child, cut off from the families the blooms. I come now with a vengeance to wreak havoc and cause doom. I'm quick, soon as God utters his promise, here I am to dismiss. So slick, so many voices in your head, you wonder which is which. Should I go for it? Make a better being of myself? Or should I quit? Hit submit. Now my work is done. Evil I know, I must admit. But putting a limit on your belief works to my benefit. So I'll use every tactic, bullet, trinket to kill the mind. Limit the spirit. My mind's so twisted, so for you I'll paint the portrait vivid. I know the trumpet sounds soon, so I gotta move desperate. Hunting rabbits, kill your will to jump, keep you flat-footed. I can't take away your legs, even though I'm very tempted. So your God-given gift, I talk you into forfeit. Not every rabbit born from you believes they were made to be grounded. Now you hating telling rabbits that jumping is overrated. Don't even have to scheme on them cause their dreams I know you aborted. selective service system. Now in my army, I got you enlisted. Your will, your want, your why, I live to dissipate. What fun is it for me to see you go be great?
Yeah, that's just a little something I wrote. Little something. Little something. So yeah, I'm gonna let you go. Make sure y'all like, comment, share. More than anything, share. Share. All right, spread the life studies. Spread the message. I appreciate your time. You listening. I pray that you was blessed. That you could take something. That you receive something good. And love, family. Go be great. Go be great. This is Life Studies.